Hello, this is Vulturefire, and today's video I think is just going to be a quick play Raodan run because I'm feeling kind of lazy. I wanted to do another Raodan run, I wanted to do at least another quick play run, so we're just going to go through and theoretically win quickly. Do we want to try and pull a Tenderize run together out of quick play? That seems risky, but we'll see what happens. We do not have Hobble, right? We do not. This is also not the worst. It just does a lot of damage. Has some downsides later. I think we'll just take Hobble. It's a little safer. I do like Arcane Cloak potentially for Raodan, but Metal Rune is pretty good when we don't have any tough sources. So we're definitely cutting one of the Pierces. I don't think we really want to have two. The question is, do we want even one? And I think the answer may be no for now. We're going to keep the Tenderize and speculate on it, and it may end up not doing anything, but we will see. So I think that means that we want to go through all of these fights, because each of them has a 50-50 shot of giving us a vulnerable card. Go ahead and freeze you. Alright. Pop you real quick. Go ahead and prevent the shield from going up. Also prevent us from getting further weakened. Should have done that first to get the extra damage for the vulnerable out. Sure. There's a vulnerable card. That's kind of what we're trying to do here. And the nice thing is that just we get some value out of just doing damage, even if we don't have real vulnerable value right this moment. Just go ahead and do that. There we go. Definitely more vulnerable cards. There we go. Some pretty good luck so far on those. Okay. Not quite lethal. Oh, we are going to explode. It's fine. Everything is fine. Just slowly working our way towards victory. We do need some card draw at some point. Arcane Aegis is still very good, even if it isn't a vulnerable source. Mask of the Wicked is pretty good. Yeah, 50-50 shot still of getting another vulnerable card, and I think we want at least one more if we want to really go in on Tenderize. Yeah, we can do this. I thought I had a slightly better mana than that. Oops, I miscounted my mana, but it's fine. Doesn't really cost us a ton. Sort of slowly clunking our way forward. Tenderize doesn't do that much for us, but it does get the vulnerable one out. And there we go. And there's another lacerating strike, and we're in pretty good shape. We'll see how it actually goes here. Bonk. Yeah, 22 damage is fine. I do kind of like being able to prevent frenzy turns from going off. And yeah, we are starting to get to a reasonable damage number. That was like 23, I think. Unfortunately, this means that the frenzy took off extra ranks of vulnerable. But yeah, may as well start prepping that frost, even though we knew it wasn't going to do that much. Not doing that much yet. And pop off. Oh, I should have frozen first, but I didn't. All right. And there goes some of those bonuses. It's at 14. Now it's at 18. There we go. Lethal. Alright. I do like Frostwave a lot. Gives us some card draw. It's a little bit unreliable, but upgrading it helps. Also, obviously going to upgrade the Tenderize. And then we're going to remove... I think the block is the card that is the worst for us right now. Now, that is potentially something we will end up regretting. My pivot block could end up being valuable later, but freeze it. Alright, now we'll draw cards. I should have played this before I shuffled the deck. Pop you. And that's all pretty good. It does, playing it this way does mean that I don't get to focus, but I think that's worthwhile. Another powerful stack, but that is not another, does not reflect, which is nice. And there we go. Clunkety clunk. Impale will up the number of vulnerable stacks, technically. Scroll of Recall is nice. And I think we cut probably the Magic Blast. I think we're kind of moving away from that as how we're managing things. And then here I think we re-roll for the Tough, and if we don't get it, because I would like the ability to actually get Tough from cards. This actually works out perfectly by the numbers. Are not going to be able to get our Frostwave off this turn, I think. Oh, we can, actually. Just do that. I don't know if that's what we wanted to do, but it's what we did, so. Too late now. No takesies, backsies. We get the kill. And yeah, we want to reroll and get Toughen, I think. Scorching Strike isn't bad, but I want the access to the heal, and I want... Okay, both these fights are identical. I want the access to the heal, and I want the access to... other stuff. Donk, donk, donk. Okay. There we go. And end turn. And this will pop you. Think. No, even though it means that I don't get... Oh no, I do get focus off. Just kidding, I don't, because they're dead. I don't want to bother re-rolling here. I don't think I want Siphoning Blast. It's not bad. I don't hate just having a second hobble for now. We probably cut it after this fight, but actually in this specific fight will help us cut through all the adept. Potentially we'll get set up. We have 11. I think we freeze you. And go and draw a bunch of cards. That ended up not doing as much as crap stuffing. But on the other hand, it did result in freezing another one, so. Alright. Yeah, now unfortunately we do get blown up pretty badly because of all of that. We're going to get hit pretty hard by this. We can play weak again, but can you tell I'm not really playing at 100% focus right now? 100% paying attention right now? I don't think I'm playing the worst I've ever played, but certainly I've played better. Mana is also as usual, take a drink when Pulse for Fire says that we need more mana in the run. And that's actually going to result in us exploding. Oh no, it didn't. I was sure the passing out the extra powerful from the Death Spores was going to get us there. Although I suppose we managed to largely avoid too much Death Spores coming out. Alright. We actually have enough shield for that, which feels kind of weird. But I'll take it. There's the win. And I didn't play the Toughen, but we had the Forge upgrade, so it didn't matter. Yeah, I think I do want this Nature's Blessing. Great Bow I don't think I want. It's fine, because it lets me target corrupted... this may actually be a case where Great Bow is okay, but I like Lucky Die too much to pass it up, I think. I think we're upgrading 2 of our mana cards. Well, because I can also upgrade the Toughen, which makes it cheaper. Let's see, what does that do? That doesn't up the amount of vulnerable it applies. Does this? Yes. This ups the amount of corrupt. No, this doesn't up the amount of corrupt it does. So Impale Plus is still. So that ups it to vulnerable 3 and 14 damage. I think that's enough better to be worthwhile. And then I think we cut one of the hobbles. We do need mana. This helps with mana. That would also help with mana. So the question is, because we're fighting Emerald Dragon, so I want this Gleaming Aegis, I think. Nature's Blessing also helps against Emerald. Do not love having to fight all of these drakes, but we'll figure it out. So I think we start here. I think we just kind of want to get that burning focus. And I'm fine having multiple of them. Okay. So the question here is, do I want to die? The awkward thing is, if I die, I kind of have to die the mana, but I don't really want to die the mana because I need to play the mana. But I think that was kind of what I had to do. And unfortunately, I didn't draw either of my 2-drop things, which meant that I do not have a way to get to 0 here. So we are already tough. That's not going to be lethal. I think we will freeze you and then detonate you, which will give us a decent amount of shield buffer. And also takes away one of those evasion stacks. Let's see, does that freeze things outright? Yes. Obviously we want to make sure that we are freezing things before we use that. Keep popping you. And then this is not quite lethal. It's close enough, and it had the chance of giving us lethal, so that's great. Alright, so now we just have one left. should have frozen it first. And let's just do that. Yeah, 27 is a pretty good number. Bonk. Okay. Made it through that fight just fine. None of that is mana. Do I burn a reroll here? I think not. I think I'm going to burn my rerolls on the next one, although both of these cards are pretty bad. Or all three of these cards are pretty bad. We'll take the Firebolt, but it's absolutely getting cut. Alright. You're setting it powerful on yourself, which we do not want to see happen. That's great. Kind of what I was hoping to see happen. And then, actually don't hate just doing that. Alright. It's awkward leaving that one alive, but I think I'm better off doing that because anything will tap that front one to death. Let's see. I think we just get you. I should have mightied first. I would have gotten me closer to the kill. I don't think it would have mattered, but there's really no excuse for playing poorly, is it? Okay. Taking 3, which is not an amount of damage that we care about. And bonk. Emerald Dragon is looking like it could be... Okay, that helps with Emerald Dragon. Emerald Dragon is looking like it could be a rough fight to get out of, especially if we're going to be leaning on this Shocking Focus. Okay. Freezing is nice here, because it means that we are just preventing whatever from getting set up. Okay. I think we want to get Toughen out. We are absolutely doing this. So what's in the deck? 4 mana. What do we discard? I think we picked these 3. This actually works out pretty perfectly. Although I would love to be able to prevent... Oh, I suppose this turn we don't actually care about because we have the Purity, which actually works out very nicely for us. I do also like freezing out this turn because it... Let's do it this way. Just going to burn out. Because freezing out this turn means that it doesn't get the evasion stacks. And obviously preventing evasion stacks from getting set up is convenient for us. Just gonna throw everything out there. And yeah, if you can pop the Phoenix before it can start setting up, it loses a lot of its ability to actually do threatening things. You'll notice it was saying for 2x2 there because it didn't get set up any of its powerful. Shocking Focus is great. Not the Burning Focus, the Firebolt. Absolutely re-rolling for Gleaming Aegis here if necessary. This is not going to freeze, and there's no way to make it freeze. Are we okay with just... Yeah, I think we're just fine doing this. And that puts us in good position if we had drawn either... Oh, this, because we can now go bonk. And then this will be 3. Just stack more. There. Okay, we want to get Mighty. We want to get at Meditate. We want to draw cards. We want to draw more cards. Still not, this is not lethal. There we go. Love to be able to freeze you out. Just kidding. Not going to bother freezing. Just going to get the kill. Yeah, I think we need Gleaming Aegis. I think we could... I would take a shock card if it was offered. As far as other cuts go, I don't know that there's anything here that I really am looking to cut right now. I think I kind of want all these pieces. So we're just going to keep moving. Because this is a reason to get shock. Alright. Yeah, this is not enough. That's fine. It's still a stack of purity, which is going to be useful here. Alright. I think we are pitching those three, because this is going to give us a freeze. That's also going to give us a freeze. Okay. Best way to do it, like that. Gets us to 0 mana. There we go. And we got weak out, which is not even relevant, but... Sure. I could have frozen there, but why? This turn isn't really a threat either. By freezing out the turn that it sets up the runes, we are able to negate the bulk of the threat. And because we have that purity, we can afford to bomb ourselves. And we just get really close to winning. That's also fun. Bonk. Just kind of sailing through. Raodan is a pretty powerful character, so I can just be asleep at the wheel and it's fine. Okay, so Elemental Conjunction. I think it's good enough. We do really want to have more efficient ways to shock, but we are going to be picking up Dragon Form at the end of the area, so that should help with that somewhat. I also think I specifically took the Shock Cloak, so that's why this is doing so much. I'd kind of forgotten because my memory is trash. I do like Arcane Aegis Plus, and I still don't really think I want to cut anything I have, so we're just moving. Since I haven't had to reroll, do I want to take this reroll for Cornered Focus? I think so. I think having access to a good mana card, another good mana card would be nice. I'm just never going to turn down access to good mana. Okay. So this will, I think, shock the front one. I'm going to do this so that we can Scroll of Recall. Kind of not what we were looking for. Okay, and so the reason that I thought I was going to get a shock out here. That's fine. Still pretty good. Oh, right. It also draws us a ton of cards. I forget everything that card does because it changed recently and I just have not really played with it with the new version. Let's do that. Bonk. Pretty good turn one. Bonk. Yeah, Corrupted Blast Plus doing a good amount of damage. That Ferric Rhyme was very tempting, but I really want this Cornered Focus. Right, and this will draw me cards. So the important thing here is this thing won't be setting up plated because we prevented that. Which is always a nice thing to be able to do. The Aegis is probably going to be irrelevant, but it does mean that I said it was going to be irrelevant. It's actually really not because both of these are going to blow themselves up this turn, which is fun for us. Less fun for them. Oh, rip. Not quite there. There we go. Oh! I'm not sure if that counts as a bug, but I'm going to list it as one. If elemental conjunction kills the only frozen or shocked enemy with its damage, you don't get the other effects. Not sure if technically a bug, but it feels like one. Let's do, sorry, I have to respond on the Reddit or on the Discord when people say things. Somebody else who is an Inna appreciator, which, you know, can always use more Inna appreciators. Pop. And yeah, there's that I was talking about where getting hit 5 times is going to trigger an explosion. We want to do that before we kill an enemy. This won't quite kill. It's got a 20% chance to kill, so let's go ahead and do it first. Okay, because we knew that was going to be a kill regardless, so. May as well. And then the advantage here is that then we also got to blow up another stack of power, or the stack of powerful off of it, so this thing is still just struggling to do anything. And ultimately is not going to do anything. None of this is particularly amazing. This is fine, I guess. We will cut it, but it's fine. Oh man, that's great. Elemental Staff is incredibly powerful. Okay. Do we want this card? Because this, we can take this fight if we want to, which is against Ice Gorgons, which will give us Ice Shards potentially. We do have a decent number of multi-hits, but they're all pretty much X2 hits. That is an okay supplement of additional ice damage. Or we can just take the free upgrade if we dodge this in the next one. Yeah, we'll just keep going. Alright. This upgrade... I'd be more a fan of this upgrade if I had, if I could guarantee things would be getting shocked, but I can't. I think we're going to upgrade this Shocking Focus Plus, which I thought I had already done. But so the other note here is Shocking Focus Plus, because of all of our items and whatever, is now doing a base of enough shock. It's just that this shock barrier is getting in the way. I can do that. Which does turn shock on, which means that this will give us mana. But I would like something to be frozen. I don't think that's in the cards. I do like doing this though, because that just doesn't cost us anything. And we can honk for a little bit of damage. Probably a waste, but... So yeah, the nice thing here is we can draw a lot of cards. We can use this to get rid of any shock on us. Oh, I should have done that first. It's fine. We do want to freeze you first. So that now we can draw quite a few cards. Or we can do this. And we do that first, so that will pop off the shock barrier. Alright, and then we get to bonk for more damage. Okay, so there was the threshold to trip the second phase of this, basically. Which is not that big a deal. Just gives this thing a bunch of plated stacks. I'm actually more annoyed by the tough stacks that just came out. Because I can use this, then I can get rid of all that shock that was building. There we go. Plenty of... And we can give it more weak for bonus points. But yeah, we are able to stay safe from getting shocked, which is the most important thing in this fight. Is just not getting shocked. Let's just pop off some of the stuff that's going on here. And we do have a little bit of scaling thanks to this. Bonk. There we go. Emerald Dragon down. And we can pick up lots more scaling with Dragon Form, which is absolutely going to be an upgrade target, along with, I think, the Cornered Focus for just more mana. And I still don't really love the Hardened Strike, so that is absolutely our cut. And we are rolling right along. Okay, we are not fighting Maw, which means that we're fighting Baelator, and Baelator should be fairly easy to beat. I would like to pick up a Persecute, and I think I'm clear to do that. So we'll start here, and then work our way up. I should have done this first, just to clean off. I guess that I want to get the vulnerable out as well. But getting rid of the hidden is nice. Okay. So one of the important notes here is that this one's burning, but this one is shocked. And I only get the bonus if the one that I target has the relevant thing. But now it has all of them. So, oh right, we already discovered that bug. Not bug, that problem. And I just forgot and hit it again. Or we got the kill so we didn't get the other effect. Is Dragon Form too good? Yeah, probably. Like, Dragon Form is a component in so many of my wins, it is hard for me to argue with a straight face that it's not kind of overpowered. It is pretty close to just see Dragon Form, take Dragon Form, win, run. I don't really need that. I think I do want to pitch these. Okay. For some reason I thought that because I have starting wits. I thought that I had one more card I could play before they went off. Because I had forgotten that. Yeah, definitely want to burn up the shock here. Alright, we get block. They are still both in that mode, but Frost Wave will freeze them, and if they are frozen, let's actually Dragon Form first. And now they cannot do anything. Ha 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 ha. And bonk. And this time we didn't kill them, so we actually got to draw the cards. It's actually a pretty good way to use up the shock. And there we go. Everything working out. Persecute's great. We didn't even have to burn a reroll on it. The reason we want Persecute going into Baelator is to deal with all of the purity stacks that it starts with. I don't... Just thinking through if I wanted to get hit by the opportunist. I think I decided the answer was no, but I did really consider it. Freeze you. Okay. Let's hope we can find mana there. That's fine. Yeah, I guess we'll just play this Dragon Form out. We can do that to not burn up the shock. Or so we get to get double use out of the shock at least. Good, now you are both vulnerable. We're now both incredibly shocked. And I think we actually picked this hand. That's better. Gonna actually get us that mana back. Bonk, bonk. And splat, splat. I could have still played the Void Visions, but I didn't think there was enough value in it, and I was lazy. It's gonna kill you, so you're not gonna drop anything for us. That's fine. 'Cause yeah, you are still not going to be able to do much to us. Okay, that worked out. Still moving forward. Yeah, I think we just need more mana. Do I need to cut anything? Yes, the Void Visions. Okay. Both of these fights are identical. We are absolutely taking the Protector fight after this, by the way. In case that wasn't clear. Go ahead and persecute you. So that I should have persecuted this one so that I could get vulnerable on the other one with Lacerating Strike. Whoops. And now they're frozen for value. So that will get us mana and draw us cards and do everything else. This doesn't quite kill you. But you're now dead to your debuffs, so let's just pop you. Which will get us... Wow, we're actually up to 24 growth, just largely off of just status effects. Just level 4 procs. It freezes out. Yeah. See if we get any damage. Nope, we got card draw. I mean, that's effectively damage. And by effectively damage, I mean we win. Crack Open is actually pretty bad for us right now. Take the Pierce. We are cutting the Pierce, but we'll take it for now. That seems okay. And absolutely would love to get just the clear focus just for the mana. Although I think we are out of... we are out of the thing. Reroll tokens. I don't, because I think, yeah, because I spent the one on whoever. Oh, I didn't have enough mana left over for that. I just thought I did. It's a little bit unfortunate because I wanted to be able to get rid of the last purity stack over here. We can afford to play that. Let's just pitch those. Yeah, because that'll do it. That'll shock them so that then we can get out dragon form with the refund. This one's not frozen, which is a shame because we want to be able to tag it. Well, I suppose if we're not dealing, it doesn't actually matter. So we're going to tag the front one with that. We are not mighty, so let's go ahead and get mighty. And then, yeah, tag that. Which does give us a mana refund, which is nice. I think this is the best way to use that. And then that's going to, yeah, get us a kill. Womp. That's the best damage. And then we just go bonk bonk. Okay. And things are still frozen for Dragon Form. Dragon Form is a completely fair card, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Let's pop off your plated stacks. Makes our life a little bit easier. can get more purity stacks, not that it matters. We'll dragon form again. Sure, why not? Oh, we aren't even adept. Not that it matters a ton. And we can corrupt. It's not even worth playing Gleaming Aegis. Yeah, may as well pop off everything. Thing's dead. Victory is at hand. Oh, we got a reroll token, so we can actually just go ahead and take that because we got the reroll token from that fight. Am I too easily able to abuse monster cards in Quickplay? No, be quiet. This is completely reasonable. One Day does not need to know what I'm doing. This is exactly what One Day intended. One Day being the dev, in case any of you are not aware. Can I go ahead and do that? Okay, no luck on finding the dragon form this turn, but may as well play this. It only applies half frost because the thing was already frozen, but it is a start. Dragon form, get our mana back. We'll get some of our mana back. We want to put more vulnerable on deal. Thinking through how I want to sequence here. I think I do want to shock before I tenderize. Bonk. Okay. Tiny amount of damage, but we have shield. Okay. You are just going to die to this if we want you to. We do not, because we want to do that. And we knew that we could do that, so. Pierce is doing way more damage than I would have expected, but I guess that's what happens when you're just stacking nonsense. It's hard to say how much dragon form is like even a key part here amidst everything else that's going on. A lot of this is just nonsense. Just all of the pieces coming together, we may be able to support Ruinous Gamble. Ruinous Gamble is a little bit of a risk, but also, who even cares at this point? Who even cares at this point? Like, if we explode, we could explode a Doom in every fight for the rest of the run, and we have the rests to not care. So, that's the plan. We're just going to explode. Explode early, explode often. Keep it down. We do really want to make sure we remove a card, though. Yeah, Pierce does good damage, but we don't need it. Who needs a petty thing like damage? We can choose not to play the Ruinous Gamble if we're cowards, but you know, not for us being a coward. Bonk, bonk. So we do have Predator up, by the way, which I should have gotten this up before I played the Corrupt. Let's do that because I don't want to burn. So this will just get me mana, which is not really useful. Nah, that's what we want to see. Who do we want to freeze? You? Pop you a little bit. The reason I wanted to pop this one is because it was doing damage and stealing mana. This front one was just setting up shield, which immediately got eaten by the debuffs we put on it. So, okay, we are absolutely going to be playing this turn. It's actually pretty good timing because it's right before we shuffle. Oh, but no, it's actually bad because it'll be in the discard pile when we shuffle. But it only really matters if we end up not winning quickly enough. And I think we'll manage. I hope we'll manage anyway. Go. Honk. Alright. We have one turn to kill. There's not really the hand you want to see for that. I think we are taking some doom damage here. But like I said, I was kind of committed to taking the doom damage here. And just not caring. So, you know, just to kind of drive in how the run is going, I wanted to emphasize the fact that literally I am accepting taking doom damage for basically no reason. Just because it seemed like fun. Like, we haven't taken any damage at any other point in the run, so I figure, you know, if the monsters aren't even going to be able to damage me, I may as well show them how it's done. None of these are super great. Frantic Onslaught's okay, I guess. This fight actually can be annoying, because the front one has so much health, and this back one has Opportunist going on, which is annoying. But, on the other hand, we did also get to start with Dragon Form in our hand. So, alright. So I'm not normally a huge fan of that card, but it's hard to argue with it here. Okay, we can draw one card safely, which we knew was going to be a Shrivel, but this gets the Shrivel off the top of the deck. Opportunist is gone. This is a risky gamble. I'm probably going to play it anyway. I just wanted to note that I'm aware before I do so that it's risky. In case you're curious, I count Purity to beat Gamble because because Doom is a buff. I'm just going to get that out. And bonk. I think we want to freeze this back one. Weak. Won't actually mean anything, but give us wets for next turn. Alright, and now we're hoping to find, there's the gamble, and we're safe. So I really do need to kill this one to crack it. So that I can start ruining its day. Like so. It's not currently shocked, which is a little bit of a bummer. Do I want to play this? I think so. I think it does enough damage. Yeah, that was enough damage to justify it. Alright. We can kill you with this. Hey, there's the Dragon Form. Alright, this is going to heal us back to max recoverable. You're going to be very sad. You are no longer able to frenzy. Oh, yeah, no longer able to frenzy. You are going to die to your own lead stack. And then we just have to do 2 damage this turn. Done. Hey, we didn't explode. This is actually kind of funny because we are on the vulnerable deck. Okay, this fight feels like a fight where we explode at least once. I might do the unthinkable and actually exercise a little bit of a restraint as far as not exploding goes. We'll see. Here's what we do. We do that. Oh no, that didn't actually deal with. I was hoping that was going to take off the other purity stack. I think we're just going to have to waste this. Nope, we're still good. Didn't actually waste the freeze. Okay. And that's a good place to end it. And we didn't actually have to doom ourselves, which is nice. I say have to, as though I wasn't talking about how I was absolutely going to do myself for no reason. This will kill the front one. And then pop you, deals one of your parry attacks. This will freeze the back one. Get that kill. And then here we are for next turn. We are now at the point where Gamble is very dangerous. Because it will get shuffled in. Or it won't get shuffled in, rather. So the responsible play here is to not gamble. Which means that I'm thinking about it, but we're probably going to gamble because it is just kind of funny to me, the idea of just seeing how many times we can get away with gambling and just not getting punished for eating a bunch of damage. Eating a bunch of damage that we didn't have to take specifically. This is kind of awkward. All the stuff we're not planning to play. Okay, no dragon form. That's unfortunate, but we do get to pop off both of these plated stacks, which is pretty nice. We are now slated to explode. It seems very unlikely, yes. We are not going to be able to prevent exploding. Which, again, something I would care about if I did, but I don't. I think my favorite part of my apathy towards the fact that we're about to explode is that I'm not even doing the most basic protection here. Unfortunately, we do explode again from doing that damage, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it's fine. Another clear focus, sure. Actually seems a little bit better than the metal rune. We figured another source is tough at some point, right? Yes, toughen, of course. Neither of these seems particularly critical. None of this seems... whatever. This fight seems like the easier of them. Let's just prevent having our mana stolen. And then bonk. Alright, we can pop off two of your powerful stacks to make you substantially less threatening. I could have used the scroll there, but either I didn't think about it or I figured that they were stealing my mana, so I didn't want to risk drawing things that I couldn't use. Up to you to pick which one you think happened. I should not gamble. Again, because I wanted to kind of prove my point, though, that, like, I can literally, on purpose, eat so much damage that I don't need to take, and just not care. Just like, it just doesn't matter to me. We can die. All that can go. There we go. We actually got lethal. We didn't even explode that time. We don't really need a rhyme shield. Is this the last fight? This is the last fight. May as well reroll. Visions of Frost actually seems okay. I think that would let me cut the chill. And I don't hate cutting the Frantic Onslaught either. So that's going to go. And then... what else? I don't think we actually care about the Tormenting Strike. It is funny, but I don't think we really need it. And we'll just take max mana. I should take other stuff, but is there anything here that we really don't need? Do we need the I don't think we actually need the Meditate. Sure, more max mana. More max mana. And temporary buff, mighty. Sure. Okay. So, all of that purity is annoying. But we got through it together. And we get to avoid taking any actual damage here, which is nice. We are in a slightly rougher position this turn, but just kidding. I lied to you. We were never in danger. I do want to do that though before let's actually go ahead and do this into that. I do like the idea of getting that set up. And unfortunately, I have been saved from myself by the way the deck shuffled. I was not able to doom myself there. Or, sorry, gamble myself. Either one, really. Both are accurate. Bonk. Sure. I don't love giving up a powerful stack there, but... Or sorry, a shock stack on that one, but if I must. This is not quite enough. So I think we pitch that hand. That's not enough either. That's fine. Shouldn't have bothered with playing that thing. For some reason I thought it mattered when it absolutely did not. We can pop off for some damage. Draw a bunch of cards. That kind of was a risky gamble, but at the same time, we just win. So yeah, I doomed myself twice, and that was the only time we took damage in the run. The only time we lost recoverable health was when I doomed myself twice, because I could. So, pretty good run. That's it for this video. I'll see you guys next time, which may or may not be tomorrow, depending on whether I record another video in the next couple days. I think this video is coming out only like 3 days from when I record it, so I'm getting very close to running out of buffer, but that's been the case for the last couple days, so we'll see. Toodles.